Hello, beautiful people. Today I bring you a very delicious fish stew recipe. This fish stew is the best recipe you have or you would have ever tried. It's so nice, very delicious, and yet very simple to make. On this channel, we're about very delicious meals that are easy to make. No long thing. Look at that stew. Look at how red it is. So I will show you how to achieve this. And also, fish stew is so versatile. That's why I really love it. You can use it for your rice, bread, and fish stew is like my absolute best thing on earth. You can use it for your boiled potatoes and plantains, fried potatoes and plantains. There's a whole lot of things you can achieve with this. So, but one thing I really like for you to know about this fish stew is the fact that I'm gonna grill my pepper for the pepper mix, and also I'm using more of peppers than tomatoes. This you see that the stew doesn't have that sour taste that you get in some stews, and also if you use more peppers, you're gonna get a more like a very red stew and all that. So also it's good to know that Scotch bonnet is the very hot one, so you should be very careful with that, especially if you have kids eating, or consider the pepper tolerance of your family. Oshombo is very nice because it helps to give like redness in your stew. So Oshombo, I have paprika, I have red bell peppers, and I have garlic, ginger, and onions. Okay, so what I do is to just take off the seed, because the seed introduces bitterness in your stew and you don't want that. Take off the seeds. I've taken off the seeds and properly washed them. Put them in the oven to grill for like 30 minutes. This is the mackerel fish, which is what I'll be using, but you can use your preferred fish really for this stew. You cut them to your desired sizes and you boil. Yes, boil it, because I need to get the fish broth or the fish stock for the stew. But if you already have that somewhere, you can just go ahead and fry. So look at the tomatoes and the peppers after about 30 minutes. You see that char thing that there is very important to me, because it gives you one very smoky taste that you will love in your fish stew. So this is it boiling just for me to get the stock. Then I'm blending this tomato. Because you have grilled it, you don't have to like pre-dry it before you cook. So here it is, your normal way of making your stew. Add your preferred oil, add in your onions, add in that pepper mix, and you begin to fry. After about 5 minutes, you add in your tomato puree if you love to use. It also helps to add more redness to this stew, like more redness, But if you don't like tomato purees, you can do without it. Then you add in your seasoning. So it's just simple seasoning. Seasoning cubes. I like to use Aromate seasoning. You can just add a fish seasoning, your curry, salt, and that is it. I'll list them all out anyway. Just very simple seasoning, and this stew is delicious, very tasty, simple and lovely. Then you have to add in your fish quite early. So your usual stews, you add your protein towards the end of the frying, right? But here you're adding it quite early because you need the stew to soak into that fish. It's a fish stew, remember guys. So you add your fish very early and continue to fry for another 10-15 minutes. You fry and you fry and fry till when you taste your stew, you don't get that sour taste that you get from stew. And also the oil begins to kind of float on top, and the frying stage is complete. Then you begin to add in some stock, like that fish stock or that fish broth. You begin to add it little by little, because you don't want to overdo it, and you need to achieve a particular thickness or consistency, which is basically about how you prefer your stew. Some people like their stew quite thick, some like it a little bit loose. This is where you add it till you achieve what you want, and then you let it to still cook for another 5 to 10 minutes. Everything needs to like really gel together, combine together, and come together and feel like one. Yes guys, so you continue to cook for another 5 to 7 minutes, and then your stew is ready. Remember guys, this stew, oh my god, serve even your enemies. and they will come back for more. It's very delicious. It's very simple to make. And then I added in some little chopped carrot, or like cut carrots, red bell pepper and green, just to give it a little more like lushness, for it to look like really good, you know, like a lot, like garnishing, you know. It's really really nice. It also gives it a very, I don't know, there's one taste it also adds that I really love. Guys, take a look at this. You can serve this to anybody. Guys, they will eat and come back. Guys, please remember to subscribe to my channel. It's very important to me, and thank you for always watching and referring people and sharing and liking and everything. God bless you.